What's going on, craft beer lovers? I am here with a new beer I have not reviewed yet, although I have tasted it. This is by a brewery in Austin, my hometown. This is by Blue Owl Brewing, a brewery, small craft brewery in Austin that is known for only focusing on sour mash beers, on sour beers. Very interesting concept. So you end up seeing a very creative variety of stuff they're doing. This is the Can't Quit You Sour Hazy Double IPA. So they kind of have a penchant for taking styles that already exist and making them sour. They have sour red ale, they have sour IPAs, all sorts of stuff. I barely can even start listing. They do so many different things. But they also get into some very interesting flavorings. This is not a flavored beer as far as I understand. This is purely a hopped IPA that's been soured, which I want to talk more about later. But one of their favorite, the first beer that I had from them that I fell in love with their Tiki Hop Totem, which was a basically kind of like a pina colada IPA with a little bit of lactose, I think, maybe. Man, I drank that all summer this year. It comes in these, taller 16-ounce cans. They do also 12-ounce cans of different stuff, but I guess for some of their special seasonal things, they make it in the 16. That must have been one of the beers I bought most this summer. And as I've said before, it's pretty rare that I buy the same beer twice unless it's just kind of an everyday drinker IPA. So for something weird, quote unquote, like a Tiki Hop IPA, unusual in the extreme, that I kept buying it over and over. Just some more of the basic facts. So this is not made with any flavorings. It's just Citra hops, Simcoe hops, and El Dorado hops. You gotta just love their can design. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to take a picture, of course, for my Instagram at Craft Christian Reviews. But I'm pretty excited because the bottle design, the can design is just lovely. They've got their cute little Blue Owl logo, stands out as always. And they have a very distinctive sort of can design that is recognizable from quite a distance, even though they're all different colors and stuff. Personally, I just love these like mosaic, just so pretty. I think it's real nice. And they kind of do this vertical listing of some of their key ingredients, in this case, the hop types. Also give you a little info on the side. There's something clever they're doing. I'll read that for you. It says seasonal ale, double dry hop. It's an 8% ABV, and then they have 78 SU. And you might wonder, what is SU? It sounds like an insult or something. SU stands for sour units, and it is Blue Owl's own invention, as far as I understand. Could be wrong about that, but I don't see it anywhere else. And it's their response to IBU for, I guess, international bittering units or bitterness units or something that we see on so many beers. So this kind of their clever and cute little acknowledgement of the fact that they are sour mashed, all their beers are sour, and so they've created, I guess, their own rating system, or maybe started using one that nobody else uses, I'm not sure. What else do I have to say about this? Canned would be nice to know. Do we have a canned on date? We might be out of luck. I'm not going to look old. Come on, where are you? I don't know. It must be fairly recent. It just showed up in the stores, and I got it right away, because if you watch my videos, my reviews of craft beer, you know IPAs, I'm a fiend. Sour beers, I'm a fiend. Local breweries, I'm a fiend. So right here I have a sour local IPA. I mean, I grabbed it immediately. Now I've had it before, and I've also shared it with my mom, and something I might forget to get into later, so I'll say it now, is that she and I were trying to name the smells we smelled in it, and she came up with mango, and she was right, because that was the smell I was trying to think of the name, and I couldn't think of it. She was like, mango. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm smelling too. And so she drinks it a little. She's like, it does taste, fruity, tropical mango. And she's like, so they put mango in this? I was like, nope. As far as I understand, there's absolutely nothing in this besides the hops and the souring. No adjuncts, no additional flavorings, and it kind of blew her mind a little bit, and I could tell she started to see why I get like such a nerd, so excited about what you can do with just the basics, with the hop varieties you choose, and she was just like, what, there's nothing else in here? And I was like, no, I don't think so. So very fruity, very tropical, mango-y sort of taste is what I remember having, and that was what our conversation revolved around as I shared it with somebody who'd never had this kind of thing before. I'm about to crack it open and pour it, and then as always, I'm going to grab a picture for my Instagram, and I will be right back after that. So let's crack it open. Nice little sound there, very crisp. Let me pour it, grab a picture, and then come back for the smelling and tasting. It's real pretty, tropical looking, you know what I mean? Okay, not a bad pour. I'll be right back. And we're back. So, when I was outside taking this picture, I can't do my video outside because someone's mowing the lawn like next door. It's really loud. It started right as I was about to start filming. I'm inside, but the day is beautiful. It is like the first week of December or something in Austin. It's hot. I'm like warm outside. And I'm in light pants and a light t-shirt. And when I took the pictures, it was so hard, I almost instinctively just grabbed this thing and took a big sip of it because it's hot, I'm sweating, it smells so refreshing and cold. This is right from the fridge, by the way, and it's just a warm, sunny day, so I guess this is just Austin in a nutshell. We're making like refreshing but sour beers for December when it's still warm out. Don't ask. Still getting that sour, tropical mango smell, definitely. You know, it doesn't really, well, you can smell the beer, the IPA, but most people aren't going to smell that and immediately say IPA. They're going to say that smells sour and tropical. So, the head was nice. It doesn't last forever, but it was real pretty. It probably faded while I was taking the pictures themselves. But let's give it a taste. That's very tart. In fact, there's bitterness to it as well. I mean, then it ends with that kind of bready taste. Kind of lingers with a dry bread taste. It's not a sweet beer. It's not the driest I've ever had either. It's just not a very sugary beer. It's tart and a little bitter and a little like bready or yeasty. You don't really notice the hops all that much. I mean, they're there if you look for them. But what it is it's a sour beer, and it's a pretty strong sour beer at, what, 8%? I mean, I kind of got to pace myself on this one, because it's pretty easy to slam it back. I've noticed that sourness tends to encourage continued sipping for some reason, at least for me. So it's one you need to pace yourself on, because it'll disappear before you know it. I don't really want to rank this beer. I don't even really like ranking beers. I will say it fits into its own category. I couldn't really rank it as an IPA. It's far too sour and therefore far too different from what IPA is to most of us. I guess you would rank it against other sour beers, but then it's like, you know, a lot more alcoholic than many of them in terms of the ABV. So what you got here is a beer that's very good, very tasty, very refreshing, pretty strong, and really doesn't fit into any established category that I would say. It kind of fits into the category of Blue Owl Brewing beers, and maybe you should only be comparing it to other Blue Owl beers. I would definitely recommend it. I mean, I would wholeheartedly recommend if this idea of a sour experts at a local brewery appeals to you. You can't go wrong with Blue Owl. Everything they've made has been very good by my taste, and I like trying certain styles and then getting their take on it, because you know it's going to be very different than the real one or the original style. For example, I have a Scotch ale, smoked peat Scotch ale by Blue Owl. It's been sitting in my fridge for like a few extra months because I am a little intimidated by it. I should just get around to drinking it, shouldn't I? Anyway, if you like this kind of content, leave me a subscribe, give me a like, thumbs up, leave a comment. Excuse me. I'd love to know if you've had anything else by Blue Owl, if you've had this beer, if you've had any other sours, kettle sours you recommend that you want me to get my hands on, or just as always, just drop me a line, tell me what you liked or didn't like about the video. I'm always listening to that kind of stuff. And go find me on Instagram, at Craft Christian Reviews on Instagram, where I will have today's photo of this beer in just a little while. So for now, enjoy whatever you're drinking, support your local craft breweries, take care of your loved ones, and stay safe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.